Hey yo, what's going on with the viewers of the tube? Tyler here of Chico Crypto, coming to you not live, not in my studio, but out in nature. Not really nature, just my backyard once again. How's everybody doing on this excellent Monday morning? Bitcoin is on fire. After a bloody Sunday, it decided to pump and break 57K. It was looking like it was going to blow through 58K, but we're having a little bit of a cool off right now. In my opinion, that is nothing to worry about, because if you saw the title of this video, I said a Bitcoin breakout is guaranteed imminent. So why do I think this? Well, I've been saying it for a while that, we were going to pump up, and break out here shortly. Plan B, if you guys know Plan B, he's the creator of the S2F stock to flow model in Bitcoin, which is a model that, bases the price off of Bitcoin's cyclical history. Well, he's been making those predictions, and he's been spot on the last 2 months, and he has a prediction of 63K this month, and then in the 80K range next month, and then 135K for December. So if we're going to reach that level, of course we got to start moving. And I have a feeling we're going to have a big breakout here shortly, upwards to 60K. That is, 60K level is going to provide a pretty significant area of resistance. It did in the last, time we pushed up towards that level. We bounced around that a little bit and it caused some resistance. So again, it will play some resistance, but I'm thinking it's going to smash through it a little bit further than, just resistance, hit it and then bounce down, to get people really excited. And, I made a video last week saying that there was going to be another big Bitcoin crash, and soon. The reason I think that is because of leverage. So if you guys didn't know, leverage trading in Bitcoin is massive, all the crypto YouTubers, they shill it like heck. There's large whales that plays a leverage game, and they want to set up those longers. There's no doubt about it in my mind. So there's a slight feeling that I think we may get up to 64K, maybe even past 65K, and then they pull that because they want everyone to think the markets are going, and it has just turned extremely bullish. And then they will pull that. And if we get up towards that 64K level, maybe even past it, our old all-time high, people think the markets are back on like Donkey Kong, and they're going to be setting up longs because they think we're going 70K, 80K, blah, blah, blah. That's when $1 billion in long liquidations could be made across the centralized exchanges. It's unfortunate that, the YouTubers in the space, they continue to shill it, but they're making a lot of money because they've created these referral pyramids, and the more people shill it, the more they make. So they have people under them that shill it to their people, and the people under them that shill it to their people. They can't stop. Basically, they're making too much money off of it, and they can't stop anymore. It's, almost like a drug addict when he can't, stop using. Same concept here is they are too far gone and they're not going to stop. But Tyler, I did actually do one sponsored leverage video back in 2018, and I felt terrible about it. I felt so bad, and I actually deleted the video shortly after because I was like, what am I doing? No, I'm against this. So again, I will never shill leverage trading to you guys. Leverage trading should be left to the experts. But regarding the Bitcoin breakout, we're getting a lot of good news that is pushing up the price. We have U.S. officials, politicians that are supporting cryptocurrency, like Cynthia Lummis, who is actually saying Bitcoin should be a part of everyone's portfolio. I totally agree, Cynthia. And this is good because this is getting Bitcoin into the mainstream, you guys. Bitcoin in the mainstream is what we need. If we don't have Bitcoin talked about from politicians to influencers outside of crypto, it's not mainstream. So Bitcoin is going mainstream, and that's good freaking news. The next thing I want to talk about good is actually a prediction I made that came true. So about a month ago, a little over a month ago, I made a prediction that there was going to be a large institutional investor, famous institutional investor, who was going to buy Bitcoin. And I called it spot on. So if you guys want to check out that video, it's in the link above. But I actually predicted that George Soros was gonna buy Bitcoin. And it freaking happened, you guys. Totally happened. I can't believe I got it spot on, you know. This guy named Mike Alfred, who is actually in deep with institutional investors, he put out a tweet about a month and a half ago that said a lot of institutional investors, famous ones, had bought Bitcoin over the summer during the crash, and they were going to be announcing their buys soon. So I made the prediction that first it was going to be George Soros. But he said more than once, so there's going to be more announcements from more big names. Is it going to be coming soon that Jamie Dimon is going to announce that, hey, Goldman Sachs bought some Bitcoin and is trading Bitcoin? Probably. I mean, and that's funny because Jamie has really called Bitcoin garbage in the past. And the reason I think that's possible is because his bank, you know, his investment company, JP Morgan, is saying that Bitcoin is a better hedge for inflation than gold. Well, yeah, of course it is. It's gold 2.0. It's the future of store of value. So the next thing I do want to talk about is the flow of money in Bitcoin, because it's going to get very interesting here soon if Bitcoin really takes off. Alts aren't necessarily going to do really good. Bitcoin, especially if it's pushing up towards its old all-time high, Bitcoin's going to have, you know, the center stage. People aren't going to be looking at the altcoins. But you got to realize the flow of money in crypto, it really goes from Bitcoin, and then it flows into the large caps, and then it flows into small caps, and finally it flows into those garbage shack coins ranked 1,000 or lower on CoinGecko. So in my opinion, for the next alt season to come, we're going to have Bitcoin push up to its old all-time high, Plan B's prediction, 63K, and we're going to have that one last dip. But once we kind of pass that and Bitcoin settles out for a little bit, and I do think that will happen, alt season is going to take off like a rocket. So now, let's talk about who is one of my favorite large cap cryptocurrencies that's going to do extremely well around that time, because I predict around that time is when the parachain auctions are going to get launched. And if you know parachains, I'm talking about not Kusama, because they already have them. I'm talking about Gavin Wood's Polkadot. Polkadot, baby. Gavin Wood, he is a very brilliant fellow. The parachain structure is a very brilliant structure for cryptocurrency because of the scalability it allows. Polkadot is really, you know, just a security layer. It's a layer that, you know, these parachains can connect to, and the security is taken care of by the Polkadot main chain. It's more of like a spinal cord for blockchains, you know. It's where many different blockchains can connect into, and they can borrow the security. Oh, there goes that wind. They can borrow the security of the Polkadot chain. They can also implement their own security models, but they can borrow and save costs by not having to implement a new consensus by borrowing it from the Polkadot main chain. So those parachains, they're coming, and when the parachain auctions get announced, Polkadot is going to have the center stage, you guys. I cannot wait for it because I do own some Polkadot, and I'm going to be putting some of my Polkadot towards the parachain auctions I can, because I am US. So that is big. And regarding that, you know, there's another one we should be looking at, because I predict Moonbeam, it's Moon River on Kusama, is going to be one of the first that wins the parachain auctions. Moon River has the hype behind it right now. It has a large community of followers. Everyone's loving Moon River right now. But Moonbeam is the Polkadot parachain. It's the main one. So it's going to be great to see the testing of the first parachain by Moonbeam, because it is an Ethereum EVM parachain. And that's big because, as we know, most DeFi protocols out there are using the EVM and Ethereum smart contracts. So if Polkadot wants to get deep into the DeFi, world and get a lot of the Ethereum apps to deploy on Moonbeam, they're gonna first, have to win, of course, the auction, but we want to have Moonbeam win first, in my opinion. Regarding some, low to mid caps, of course, I'm going to talk about Alchemist Coin a little bit. There's big news. All we need is the official Uniswap announcement, and things are on like Donkey Kong. But then regarding another one out there, EWT, like I said, I predicted some Coinbase stuff, but there's another thing, you guys. Google Nest just announced Google Nest Renew, and as you guys know, EWT has partnered with Google, and they're doing some stuff over in Europe, you guys. I have a feeling that Nest Renew has involvement with EWT and could possibly be built on the Energy Web chain. We get an announcement from that. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's gonna be big. Well, you guys, I appreciate you tuning in for this candid video, and yeah, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. I got a good video actually tomorrow. It's the reason why this bubble is going to pop. And it comes down to Tether and Binance. Cheers. I'll see you next time.